Hi everybody, in this video we are going to discuss about the immunity, which is a very important even in our practical life. Not only for the exam point of view, but this is very important topic in our practical life. We should try to understand it very clearly. So here the first word as it is entitled here, what do you mean by the word immunity? Okay, what do you mean by the word immunity? We should understand. Immunity means resistance. Okay, it is the resistance. Okay, it is the resistance against. Okay, resistance against the pathogen. Okay, against the pathogen or its toxic substances or its toxic substances or its toxic substances. That's what we have to keep in mind. Okay. Resistance against the pathogen or its toxic substances by the host. Okay, by the host. Okay, by the host. That is very important. So here an organism or higher organisms, let us put ourselves in that higher organisms. A human being has its own power to resist the disease causing microbe, okay, or the toxic substances that are released by that microbe into our body to cause the disease. Okay, all those toxic substances or the microbe are resisted by the host, and that is called as what? Immunity. Okay, that is called as immunity. So resistance against the pathogen or its toxic substances by the host is called as immunity. And this resistance, okay, that is shown by the organism is formed by the immune system, we call it as. So in our body, what do we possess or what do we have? We have the immune system. Okay, we have the immune system. Please remember this. Okay, we have the immune system that is always 24/7, always protecting the body from various disease causing microorganisms called as pathogens, and also the toxic substances that are released from the pathogens. Okay, so that is the immune system. And now we will understand about the types of immunity. Okay, types of immunity that we have in our body. So when we look at the types, okay, of the immunity, okay, we have two types of immunity. Okay, we have two types of immunity. The first one is called as innate immunity. Okay, types of immunity. The first one is innate immunity. Okay, innate immunity. Okay, innate immunity. And the second type is called as the acquired immunity. Okay, second type is called as the acquired immunity. Okay, acquired immunity. So here we came across two, innate immunity and acquired immunity. So let us try to understand about the innate immunity and acquired immunity. Let us understand innate and acquired immunity. So we said now that there are two types called as what? Innate immunity. Okay, innate immunity, and the other one which we said is the acquired immunity. And we have to remember 2 points when we talk about this innate immunity and acquired immunity in the very beginning. Innate immunity is a non-specific. Okay, it is non-specific. Okay, non-specific. Please remember this. Non-specific means what? It has the ability to fight against any type of the organism or the toxic substance. That's why we are calling it as non-specific. Whereas acquired immunity means what? It is specific. Okay, it is specific immunity. Means what? It will be fighting against particular specific microorganism or the toxic substance. That we call it as what? Acquired immunity. Okay, specific immunity we are calling it as. Now here innate immunity is from the birth. Okay, from birth. Okay, it is there present in an individual from birth. Please remember this. This innate immunity, which is non-specific, is there present from the birth of the child, and from the birth only it helps in protecting the body from various disease causing microbes and also the toxic substances. So that's why we call it as from the birth. And this is maybe because of what? The genetics. Okay, maybe because of what? The genetics, or otherwise different types of elements that are there in the body. Please remember, different types of elements or means chemicals that are there present or produced in the body, which helps in protecting the body from various types of disease causing microbes or chemicals. But whereas the acquired immunity, which is specific, it is this which is developed, okay, develops, okay, in develops during lifetime, okay, develops during lifetime, okay, during lifetime. Please remember this. This is develops during lifetime. When it develops, it develops, okay, develops in response, okay, develops in response to a microbe, which is, we call it as the pathogen, okay, develops in response to a microbe causing what, okay, causing disease, okay, causing disease, during which time we or the individual will be producing what, acquired immunity, that we are calling it as specific immunity, specific immunity. And very important point when we talk about the acquired immunity which is specific is, this is only seen, okay, only seen in vertebrates. Please remember this, it's a very important point, okay, only seen in vertebrates. Please remember this, okay, this is acquired immunity is seen only in vertebrates. This is a very important point we have to keep in mind. Now we are going to discuss about the innate immunity. We are going to discuss about the innate immunity. Now let us talk about the innate immunity, that is non-specific immunity we said. Now here there are different types of innate immunity, okay, which is non-specific. Innate immunity is of different types. So the first type, okay, let us make it as the physical barriers, okay, physical barrier, okay, physical barrier. So what are these physical barriers that protects the individual from disease causing microbes or the toxic substance that the microbe produces to cause the disease? They are like here, when we are talking about the physical barriers, we have to remember that it is the first barrier and very important one is the skin. Skin is the first type of physical barrier. It has the ability to protect the internal parts from various disease causing microbes which are so called as pathogens, and at the same time even the toxic substances will not be allowed to enter inside into the body because of the skin that is covering. And the next one is the mucus, okay, the next one is the mucus, and we all know that mucus is produced from the mucous membrane, okay, mucous membrane, that is of the lining of the epithelium cells, epithelium lining, okay, mucous membrane of epithelium lining, which is there present, okay, which is there present in various tracts or systems, like for example you can say the respiratory tract, okay, respiratory tract, gastrointestinal tract, okay, gastrointestinal tract, okay, and urinogenital tract, okay. All these are now having what, the mucous membrane made up of epithelium lining, which is responsible in producing what, the mucus, and this mucus will trap, okay, traps the microbes, okay, traps the microbes. Please remember, okay, traps the microbes. Why? How in all these it is possible to trap the microbes? It's because of the mucus produced by the mucous membrane, that is epithelium lining that is there. So here we have to remember that these two are physical barriers, okay, physical barriers. Please remember this. So the next one is physiological barriers, okay, the next one is physiological barriers. So if you are looking at the physiological barriers, okay, if you are looking at the physiological barriers, here we will be seeing different types again, okay, under the physiological barriers. So here the first one, okay, in the mouth there is saliva, okay, there is saliva that is produced, and in the eyes there are tears that are produced, So in the saliva and in the tears, what is there present? There is a chemical substance called as what? Lysozyme. Okay, there is a chemical substance called as lysozyme, which is responsible in identifying or killing the germs. Okay, it will try to destroy the germs that are there present in the mouth and also the tears that are there lining always. Okay, keeping the eyes moist, will always be having this lysozyme in destroying those dust particles carrying what? The germs falling on the surface of the eye. So here we have to remember the lysozyme. Okay, lysozyme that is present in the saliva and also in the tears. Okay, saliva and tears. And there is another one. Okay, earwax. Okay, earwax. Already the term itself tells us earwax. Or otherwise we call it as cerumen. Okay, cerumen. Okay, so this is the present in the ears. Okay, present in the ears. So what is the help of this earwax? It will trap. It is a sticky substance which will trap the dust particles or even the microbes and will not be allowed to pass into the inner part of the ear, which can cause damage or any problem in the ears. So here this is another one that is there, the chemical substance produced in the ear. Okay, produced in the ear. And at the same time, the another one is the sweat glands. Okay, the sweat glands. Okay, sweat glands. Even the sweat glands will produce what? The sweat on the skin. Okay, produce the sweat on the skin, and this sweat has the ability to destroy the microorganisms that are coming in contact with the skin. Okay, that are coming in contact with the skin. And some research says that because of the destruction of these germs on the skin, the sweat smells. Okay, the sweat smells, they say. So here the another one that we have to keep in mind. And another one is the HCl. Okay, hydrochloric acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid that is present in the stomach. Okay, present in the stomach. Okay, or produced in the stomach, where it maintains the pH of about 1.5 to 1.5 to 3.5. Okay, this pH will help in destroying the germs that enter into the stomach, are destroyed because of the pH that is maintained here 1.5 to 3.5 because of the HCl. So all these are what? The physiological barriers. Okay, physiological barriers. So the next one is the cellular barriers. Okay, cellular barriers. Okay, this is this third one which we are seeing, called as the cellular barriers. In cellular barriers, there is one which we call it as PMNL. Okay, PMNL, polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Okay, polymorphonucleocytes. Okay, nuclear leukocytes. Please just check this again. Polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Okay, leukocytes. Then other one is the monocytes. Okay, monocytes. And there are also neutrophils. Okay, neutrophils. There are also natural killer cells. Okay, natural killer cells. And there are also other ones called as macrophages. Okay, macrophages. These are involved. Okay, these are involved in destroying the microorganism. Okay, in destroying the microorganism, and they involve in a process called as what? Phagocytosis. Okay, phagocytosis. So you all know the meaning of phagocytosis. It is a mode of engulfing the bacteria. Okay, phagocytosis means it is a mode of engulfing the bacteria. Means just like surrounding it and destroying it, and they will carry it away from that particular place. So all these are now what? They are behaving as what? The cellular barriers. Okay, cellular barriers. This is the third type. Okay, this is third type. And the next one is the cytokine barriers. Okay, cytokine barriers. So here in the cytokine barriers, okay, in the cytokine barriers, there will be the chemicals that are produced. Okay, there will be chemicals that are produced. Here there is one chemical called as interferon. Okay, interferon that will be produced, and also there are also other chemicals that we have to keep in mind here is interleukin. Okay, interleukin. Please remember this. Interleukin. Interferon, you can call it as IFN. Okay, IFNs we call them as. Interleukins we call them as IL. Okay, IL. Please remember they are very important. Okay, you have to remember these two. So about these points we are going to discuss in the next class. What is the importance of interferons and interleukins, where most of them will get confused in the objective part also. So we will make it very clear in the next video. Thank you.